So what's you done your review yet, and what's come out of it?
Yeah, we had a look. Obviously there were some key areas we were down in. Most notably was centre bounce. We leaked too many forward 50 entries as well, which obviously stems from centre bounce.
How much does that sting you guys in the middle?
How much does it what, sorry?
How much does that hurt you guys to have to?
Yeah, obviously a lot. It's obviously an integral part of my game. We've got a lot of seasoned plays in the centre bounce, and it's not something we want to be known for. And we'll seek to change this week, which is great. We've got a six-day turnaround against Geelong, so we're really looking forward to this week.
Was there one thing that was kind of a common theme of what was going on there, or was it lots of little things?
Yeah, probably a few little things. Obviously our effort was there. But we just didn't get it right, probably fundamentally as well.
Was that the case? They scouted you and they knew what you were about and were able to dismantle what you were doing, or was it just you were making mistakes in what you were?
Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, can't speak for them, but obviously they would have come with a plan, as all teams do, and they probably executed the way they want to. And like I said, mate, we were just probably down in a few little key areas that we.
Paddy this week, obviously coming up against a former teammate. Does that add any extra spice, or do you get stuck in him? You'll obviously be seeing him a fair bit at those centre bounces.
Yeah. No, he's just another player for another team. So, it's obviously another important game for us as a team this week. We're obviously really looking forward to playing Friday night at home in front of all our fans. So, it's another exciting game for us.
There's a lot of everyone seemed to have a bit of fun when Tippo came back. Is it going to be the same sort of thing, or are we wanting to shut down the whole Dangerfield return?
Yeah, I guess personally, mate, I'm just looking forward to playing. It's you guys will obviously pump it up and all that sort of stuff, so it'll get enough airtime as it is. But I'm sure some guys will embrace it. But some of us will just go about it and look forward to putting a disappointing performance against the Bulldogs behind us and hopefully playing well this week.
So you don't think there'll be any liquid oil sauce from the boys?
I'm sure there will, but it'll probably be no different every week. Obviously, it's common. Players change clubs all the time. He's just another bloke who's done that.
He's a dangerous player, though. You know what he can do, so you're going to have to can't let him off the chain.
Oh, absolutely. We're very respectful of how good a player he is, but along with that, obviously they've got some real quality players with Selwood and blokes like Cam Guthrie and Josh Caddy and all that who are having fantastic years as well. So we're very respectful that they're good players, and we have to be on our game this week.
So it's obviously a very lopsided free kick count. A lot's been made of it from the weekend. As a player, did you notice it out there at the time, or did you think, gee, it seems to be going against us a fair bit, or how did you sort of see it?
No, I didn't. Obviously, at times you see, the high tackles and things like that were there, but no, not at all. It's obviously spoken about once again in the media a lot, but we just can control what we can and move on.
I think Mark Evans at the AFL said, look, we'll go through with Adelaide and we'll go through each decision one by one. They'll probably do that with the coaches, but as a player, is that a useful teaching tool as well to maybe get clarification?
I guess I'm sure Pikey will probably have a look at that and working with whoever needs to have a look at it. But as players, we're more accountable for our performance, and we didn't perform on the weekend, so we're more interested in trying to rectify those things.
Were you confused at times by the interpretation in the centre when you were going up for the ruck? Were you concerned or confused by the way you were being penalised?
No, I think as a player, I'm fully aware of the rules, and I think. If I'm not, then it's up to me to improve my knowledge on the game. So I'm very clear on what the frees are for. Sometimes you might get a bit frustrated and argue, but you probably sitting back, you probably understand why.
Just obviously, it's going to be a big build-up this week. Dangerfield, Friday night, all of that. But just in general terms, like the difference between a win and a loss in this week looks huge on the ladder. It's just a massive game for your season to set it up one way or the other, isn't it?
Yeah, the way the season's panning out, I think every week's going to be big. There's some real quality teams around now. You can see, any team sort of beating any other side, in every week. So I think the better teams, and I guess the teams down the lower end of the ladder, the gap's really closing. So we look no further than Geelong this week. As I said previously, it's great. It's only a 6-day break because it's the closest chance we get to rectify our performance. We're looking forward to it from that point of view.